Dinesh, it's been about, what's it been? It's a little over a year since the last time we talked, right?
Yep.
Yeah. This man is all the way live from Karachi, Pakistan. Yes?
Yes.
How are things in Karachi these days?
It's pretty good now. Shops and all the malls are getting slowly getting open, and we are getting back to the normal stage. So it's getting there. We are getting there.
No kidding.
Yep.
How many
Uh,
deaths have there been in all of Pakistan?
um, I have no idea.
No idea. Okay. I love that. You don't even know. See, we're living in the United States of America, and we've got a
Yeah.
certain orange man in
Yeah.
the office.
Yeah. I was more focused on saving the people who are living. So because me as a I run a marketing agency, so even I hit even I got a really big hit when the pandemic happened. A lot of business getting closed. So like 90% of my revenue was like completely gone.
Oh,
So
wow.
it and I was trying to survive, and just like me, there are like a lot of different business owners, who would have been, trying to survive as well. So I was more focused on, on that area, to save the people, who wanna, survive the business in this, bad timing. So that's why I don't know.
I think
And,
it's good. I think it's good. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just, yeah, it's interesting. I just like to see the difference between Pakistan and the United States. In the United States, I mean, I don't know if you know or not, it's pretty bad. Yeah. So we tried to pretend everything was getting better, and now we're trying to pretend it's going to be great because the vaccine came out, but that's just not the case. But anyway, sorry to hear about your business taking such a big hit. My business did the same thing, the exact same thing, probably even a little worse, if I'm going to be honest. Hollywood pretty much, shut down with the exception of like very few big projects, some small ones. But onward and upward, as they say, right? So I'm going to tell people a little bit about how we met. Well, we met because we both know Joe Rodriguez, who I've had on the show. And Joe recommended you, and you designed my website. And we talked, and I liked you instantly. And I said, can you do the website? Can you build it? Yeah, sure. And here we are. And we did this all the way from the United States to Pakistan virtually. And I think the site looks pretty damn good, all things being considered, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I would say so. So tell people about your business and how you got involved in it, and what you like about it, what you don't like about it.
Cool. Great. I think when I met you, I was more about, the website and the development and the graphics guy. After that, I was actually moved most of my stuff to the digital marketing area. I was heavily, focusing. Now I'm heavily focusing on, the Google ads and the Facebook ads and all that, because that's what giving you the numbers, and that's what actually most interesting part of the digital marketer. We see the sales happening instantly, so that's more I think that's more interesting for me to be in the digital marketing instead of the I think when we met, I think I used to just do the graphics and the web only.
Yeah, that's
Now,
true.
yep.
Yeah, you got to
And
make that
now,
pivot. It's hard to make money just building the website and designing the website.
yep. And now I'm actually in my office right now. I have about like 25 people working, and all of them are a great digital marketer, and we are helping a lot of different companies and businesses. The mostly like small businesses owner like carpet cleaning and and plumber technicians and all from the US and the UK and the Canada. We are not even serving anyone in the Pakistan. Most of our clients are from US.
How is that
And
working with people from the U.S.? versus people in Canada and Britain?
Um, uh, I have a good experience in the US. People in the US, they have more, I think they have more patience, when they're, when the result is not there, they are, they patiently wait for, for the process to work. Uh, as compared to Canada, I have about like, but I don't have a huge, huge number of clients. So I cannot, I cannot make judgments here. So I'm just basing this based on like 8 clients from Canada and 50 clients from US. So
Okay.
I think Canadian market is pretty small as compared to US market, and I think also they are not really well equipped or well planned as compared to US market. Within US, I see business owners are are motivated enough to, to get that process working. Instead of Canada, they're more like, okay, if the sale is not happening, just close the whole thing. So they're more like this.
So no patience from the Canadians, huh?
Yeah. At least in my experience. At least in my experience.
Okay, interesting. And how is it with the UK clients?
I love the US market.
You love the US market. Okay. All right. Yeah, I understand. I totally understand. So when did you switch over from doing the websites? Now you say you're in Google ads and what else?
The Facebook and the Instagram ads and everything.
So you're just basically doing ads, Facebook, Google, and Instagram.
Yep.
Right on.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. That's like, it's a much easier thing to do. And then it's continuous revenue. Yeah. We may be boring a few people with this who don't understand the marketing part of things, but yeah, you got to have a market that is going to come back every month, not just a one and done, as they say. Like you do a website, then you don't see this American guy named Dar Dixon for like a year and a half, right?
Exactly.
All right. So tell people, you've never been to the States, obviously. Never been to Canada or Britain yet. Okay.
No.
Okay. And you're still a relatively young man, yes?
Yep. I'm 26.
26. All right. And how long has it been since you opened up your business from the days when you were doing the design?
I think it has been 7 years now.
7 years. So you were a young guy when you started. And by the way, we're recording this. I'll say this. Right now in Los Angeles, it is about 10:20 a.m., 10:25 a.m. And in Karachi, it is 11:20 p.m., correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the end of a long day for you. And you're a married man. And how many children do you have?
I have one daughter.
One daughter. What's her name?
Her name is Anabia.
Anabia. Beautiful. All right. And your wife's name?
Her name is Mizna.
Mizda. And she's very patient with you, man.
Yeah.
Is your office in the home or are you at another location?
Separate. No, separate. Yeah, it's another location. Yeah. It's hard to get the work done when you're in home.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in my home. That's where this is all happening. But, it is what it is.
Yep.
So you've been focusing on the Google ads and the Facebook ads and the Instagram ads. Which ones are you having most success with?
The Google ads.
The Google ads, of course. What's wrong with Facebook and Instagram ads?
I think they have a more cold audience there, but the Google is mostly intent based. The people are actually searching for that, particular product or, or whatever the service. But on the Facebook is, it's more generic or it's more cold. Like you don't even need to, you are not even looking to sell the house, but we are seeing the, the agents ads everywhere in the Google ads, if you need to sell the house, this and that, so with Google is mostly intent based. The Facebook is mostly the cold audience, and the way I run the ads, what I do, which is kind of a marketing tricky thing, I don't know if the people, the audience who's listening to the podcast will understand. Uh, but what we basically do while we are using all those social media channels as well, we basically target through the Google Ads, and those who didn't buy or purchase the product or the service, if they didn't land on the thank you page, it means they didn't buy. We basically target those people back from the Facebook. So see, so like, or you didn't miss, or you didn't purchase the product. Here's your checkout page. Just please go and hit the checkout and all. So we basically close the deal from there. But the initial traffic is actually always coming from the Google Ads, which is actually more beneficial as compared to the Facebook.
But that makes sense because people go to Google to search for information or to get entertained, obviously. And then, Facebook, it's less to get entertained on Google. What am I saying? Facebook and Instagram is really to be entertained. So what you just described, anyone listening to this, what he just described is retargeting, which is a marketing term. So if someone goes, like, let's say you search and say, you're looking for the best, like he said, plumber, or you're working for the best painter, or you're looking for the whatever, there it is. You'll get a bunch of ads on top of the Google search, and then underneath that will be the organic ranking system. And so someone clicks on your ad or someone clicks on the link, they ignore the ads, which is like, I think that's what I do. I would imagine a lot of people do that. If you don't buy, then the smart marketer, like this guy on the other end over there, is going to have knowledge of that, and then they're going to come back and offer something to you. They're going to target you again. They call that retargeting. And if you do have a business and you're not utilizing someone who's really good at Google Ads, like Dinesh is, might be a smart thing to start doing, because it takes a lot of effort to get someone to come to your website. And if you don't have good, as they say, content, if you don't have like a blog that they can look at, if you don't have testimonials they can see, if you don't have videos of yourself or your team or your crew, whatever it is, doing whatever it is that your business, the service your business provides, you're not, they say it's a high bounce rate. People bounce away from that page. Like, it's like 3 seconds, I think people stay if you don't have anything interesting, right? Still?
Yep, still. It's actually getting lesser and lesser.
See, that's just that's really a sad state of affairs. That people have no attention span; they bounce away. But it's also because they're getting smart. Because most people don't put a lot of thought and effort into their website and their business and what they want to do. Right.
Yep.
Do you go over this with your clients, talking about?
Yep. We do.
So talk about that a little bit.
So what I've usually seen, what most people and actually do, they just get their website done, and they expect it to be getting the sales or the calls from the next day or
just
the next
because
week.
they have just because they have a website up, right?
Yep, but that's definitely not the case. So since there are like I think I read it somewhere, there are like millions of websites getting live each day. So obviously, if you need to be on the top, and you need to get the visitors to your website or to grab attention of different, of different people to sell your service or the product or whatever the information you're trying to provide, you obviously need to spend more time on the marketing side instead of just having the website built and then sit there and wait for the sales to happen. So obviously we go when we are on the call with the client, we basically explain them, if their website is not really good and it's not really created with the intent or with the best practices that can convert the user to to the sales process, to have the whole the service page,
to be a customer.
Be a customer. Yep. And most of the time their website is not really it's not really built that way. So we basically go through the whole sheet with the client, what needs to be changed and all that. And then basically the fun part begins of the whole marketing and all. So that's, there's a big list that we basically go through with the client. Like you need to have that on the header. You need to change this on the, on the, you need to add testimonial, you need to have the huge banner explaining the product. What most people do, they end up having a website just talk about their business, and not really talk about their business and put their needs first. They basically just are talking about their own self. We are this,
True.
this, and we know
True.
this.
True. Yeah. So I'll tell you what, you're in front of the computer, right?
Yep, I do. I am.
Pull up my website and tell me what to do. give me your professional. I already know what you're going to say, but I want to hear what you have to say, because there are too many hours in a day. I'm doing website, I'm doing the podcast, I've got 5 other projects I'm working on, and then I've got to go audition when that happens.
So
what's the first question you would ask me?
Sure. Okay. Do many people knows you by your name?
I would say no.
Okay.
But I'm always hard on myself that way.
Okay. Why do you have the top bar says download 15-minute soundtrack? It doesn't even clear what soundtrack is.
Exactly. Well, that went sideways. You remember the guy that was doing the work with you and me before, who designed my website, who actually built the website?
No. Vaguely.
Okay. Well, I asked him to put it up there, and there's communication breakdown because everything's, typed on a text message. It's a soundtrack called 15-Minute Rescue and Renew, and it's tied into Centerpointe, which is the sponsor of my podcast. And they have a product called Holosync. That's their main product, and it's a meditation soundtracks, right? This is like a small, tiny 15-minute, like super light version of that to kind of relax you, calm you down. And I wanted to give that away for free, but that's not clear.
Yeah, that's definitely not clear. You need to describe the step as per customers, as per the visitor's perspective, how they are going to see and react. Like on the main homepage banner, it just says listen to the podcast, the art of being there. So you can maybe have a tagline and maybe a description, how they can benefit out of it if they will listen to it.
See that, ladies and gentlemen? This is why you want to hire Mr. Ashrafi here. Okay, good. Anything else you see right off the top of your head? What could I put for that soundtrack? What would you say?
The outcome.
Instead of the way it's worded. The outcome? Okay.
The outcome that the user is going to get.
So something like feeling stressed out, listen to this, or some version of that, right?
Yep.
We don't have to get into a meeting right now about that. Okay. All right. I just wanted to let people see what you have to say. So in other words, most people, and I know this, but we should talk about this. Most business owners on their websites and with their business, and I'm guilty of it. You're guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. Focus too much on, I've got this certification. I've been doing this for this many years. I part my hair on my left side of my head. I have excellent hygiene or whatever it may be. And no one really cares about that. They really want to know what's in it for me. What can you do for me? And why do I even care about what you're saying to me? So that's the main focus there, right? That's the broadest brushstrokes, right? Okay.
Exactly.
You've got how many people working for you? 25? 26 people.
Yeah, and we're going to be 30 by January.
So business is good.
Yeah, it's getting good. It's getting there. Now
30 people, I think you're already there, my friend. Yep. Not where you want to be. This is a very driven young man on the other end of the camera here. Yeah. So what's your goal you're shooting for in 2021 with your business?
I'm trying to help about 100 different business owners. Currently, I'm at 40, and I'm trying to
more than double that.
Yep.
Yeah, you're out of your mind. I love it. That's great. So you want to have over 100% increase from 40 to
Yep.
100. Okay. Continuous clients. I think you'll get there. Knowing you, I think you will get there. That's great. All right. And how about personal goals for this upcoming year?
Um, I have after the pandemic, the goals that I had, or most of them, doesn't make any much sense. I had to redo the whole business structure because no one knew that uh, this kind of thing can happen.
Right.
So yeah, so more and I was trying to have like most people have the gym plan and everything, and now those doesn't make any sense to them anymore because everything is and and nobody does the gymming in their house. So
Yeah. I had to change that routine up for myself too. I traveled down to one of the most empty beaches I've ever seen in my life here in Southern California, in Los Angeles. And I go down there and I get a workout in. And I get to be outside in the sun. I love the beach. The beach is like, my mosque, my church, my temple.
awesome. And you
Yeah.
currently you have children? They're in your
No,
house
I
as well?
don't. I don't have any children. No, we don't
But
have kids.
but you're married, right?
But I am married. Yes. See, now this is where this is cultural dissonance right here. You can't even imagine that, right?
Yeah, we can.
It's strange to you. Yeah. Like, what the hell is this guy doing? He doesn't have any kids? No kids. How long have you been married now?
4 years.
4 years. And how old is your daughter?
3 years.
3 years. You didn't waste any time. Yeah. But it's a different life. It's a different world. I understand it. By the way, what language do you speak? You speak Urdu, yeah?
Urdu, yeah.
Urdu. Okay. So I speak Farsi, so we can understand each other a little bit. So how would you say hello?
We say salam.
Salam. Okay. I say salam too. Yeah. And goodbye?
Allah Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. How would you say I'm hungry?
मुझे भूख लगी है.
Didn't even understand you. Okay. You know how to say it in Farsi by any chance?
No.
Oh, you would say
Can you say it?
Gorosnam. Gorosnam. Yeah. How did you say it?
मुझे भूख लगी है.
Yeah. Nothing. Sorry. I have a friend who's Afghani, and it was so funny the first time he heard me speaking Farsi to somebody, and it was down in San Diego, actually, many, many years ago. And he started to talk to me, and it was really weird to me because he had this unusual accent that I'd never heard before. And he pronounced the words, very similarly, but a whole other accent. And I was like, oh, so this is interesting. This is what it's like, in the US. Like you hear someone speak, for example, the way I do, and then you hear someone who speaks, for example, like a surfer does, or you hear someone in the South. Anyway, it was eye-opening to me. Eye-opening. I was just curious. So, Mr. Ashrafi, what is the name of your business and how do people get in touch with you?
The name of my business is AdmexTech, ADMEXTECH.com.
Okay.
And they can basically get in touch with me through the same website, the admextech.com, or I do have a small YouTube channel. I occasionally upload a marketing tips over there, and they can find me over there with the name Danish Ashrafi. So the channel name is on my name, but my business is on AdmexTech.
Okay, so they can find you at Danish Ashrafi, and I'll put all those in there. And then your business name is spell it again?
AdmexTech, ADMEXTECH.com.
How did you come up with that name?
Oh, it's actually a short form of Admirable Excellence Technology.
Admirable, what did you say?
Admirable Excellence Technology.
Admirable Excellence Technology. Okay, all right, you're getting clever there. I got you. It's like I've never heard that word in my life. What the hell is he saying to me? Okay. Anything else you want to tell the people out there today?
Not that I can think of.
Let me ask you one question. When and why did you decide to change from doing what you're doing into the Google ads? I know we talked about the fact that there wasn't like a continuous monthly recurring revenue. Were you also bored with doing what you did before?
No, I wasn't bored, but what I was usually seeing, because I get involved in the business to help the people, but I was seeing, when I was, helping them out with the website, and after the 5 to 6 months, since they were not getting any results, they were just calling me and, having me turn down the whole website. And that was, something just was bugging me, that I wasn't able to help them out, to have their journey, to help them out with their journey. The main purpose, for their website, that's where they build on, you know. So that's when I decided to, to learn the whole marketing stuff, and help them out with that, and that's been help. That's
Kind of
been
a natural progression. Yeah, that happens a lot. The reason I ask you is because I just want people to hear about that. I've heard a lot of people. It doesn't matter whether it's in Hollywood or, if you've got a business or a service or something, you've always got to adapt. Like when I started out, I was just an actor. That was it. I acted. And as time went along, it was really clear to me that if I wanted to stay in this business that I love so much and do what I do, that I'm going to have to learn how to write, learn how to direct, learn how to produce, right? And then learn how to do the cruise work, learn how to do pre-production work, post-production work. It's a whole thing, because like you said, if you don't, and you just stick with one thing, if you just stick as an actor, you are going to get frustrated. You have to, I mean, that's what I do. That's my thing. But you've got to expand on your skills and your skill set. Sounds like the same things happen to you too, right?
Yep. Agreed. Yep.
Yeah. So what do you got on the chair there, Green? Is that your jacket?
No, it's just my whole
the design
chair.
of it.
Yep.
It looks like a racing car chair, man. Like you're a
Yeah.
race car driver.
Yeah, it's really comfortable. That's why I bought it.
It sounds, yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Well, listen, Dinesh, I'll keep you. I know it's late there, and I know you're going to get back to your wife and your daughter, but I thank you for your time. And I'm looking forward to posting this up and having people come and check you out and working with you. He's an honest man. He's a good man, and he's good at what he does. He helped me out a ton.
Amazing. Awesome.
Yep. All right,
Thank
Dinesh.
you.
Thank you, buddy.
Alrighty.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.